from my secondary school education. I went to a state secondary school. I'm happy to say this. Then when I had a chance to go to UK and I was asked to operate with the mass spectrometer because I was doing something concerning isotopes, unfortunately for me, I could not operate the device simply because I could not have the chance to touch even one in Ghana. So a lot of us, we are very good when it comes to the theory aspect, but when it comes to the practicality of the programs, normally it's difficult for us to exhibit. Recently, in 2019, our science and maths graduates quiz finalists from St. Peter's, they had a chance to travel to India or one of those countries and for robots. Unfortunately for them, when they got there, they could not perform because they know everything practical of theory, but when they had to use their hands to do something, they could not. Simply because in Ghana, we are taught by theory and not practical. So, my dear friend and my dear sister, what you can do is that when you have the chance to study in UK, you gain practical experience. All the universities from primary school to higher education institutions are endowed. In fact, they are resourced with teaching and learning materials. And therefore, when you graduate, when you are taught, you will learn the practical aspect. Besides this, you see that most of their programs have what we call internship. This means that whatever you are taught in a class, you are asked to join industrial players on the field. So you gain the practical experience and the exposure that will help you and make you useful so far as your education and the field work is concerned. So studying in UK will give you opportunity to gain hands-on experience. Apart from this, getting a degree from a reputable institution. UK university have excellent reputation in teaching and research, and therefore a lot of companies consider the reputation of the university, the country you are going to study, as a yardstick to employ you. So for example, if you have studied a course like maybe business accounting from Ghana and somebody has also studied business accounting from UK university, probability that such a person may be considered for employment than you in terms of global firms is higher, and therefore it's in terms of reputation. Now, I know I'm a Ghanaian. My friends from Ghana consider employment and other issues very well. But the good thing is that if you have the chance to study in UK, once you are studying as a student, you can work part-time. The minimum wage for UK is about £8 and I think 50 cents. Minimum wage. This means that if you work in UK at the minimum wage, your least our rate is about 56 Ghana cedis to 60 Ghana cedis. That is the minimum wage. I want to say that those of you have opened your camera, I'll be very grateful if you can put off your camera. Thank you so much. If you can put off your camera so we don't have interference, I'll be mad grateful. Other than that, I have to personally take you out. So Abena Sewa and Francisca Frempong, can you please put off your video? Thank you. Abena Sewa, put off your video and mute yourself. Abena Sewa and Francisca Frempong, thank you so much for being done. So if you are studying in UK, as I said, you can work part-time, 20 hours a week. And if your average wage is about £8.50, and that means if you work every 1 hour in Ghana cedis is about 50 if you multiply. Now, the good thing is that now the UK government has introduced a post-study work permit. So now the good thing is, when you graduate from UK university, they are not going to sack you from the country. They are not going to ask you to leave the country, but you can stay in UK up to 3 years. That is, if your course is a degree or master's, when you graduate from the UK, you can what? Stay in UK and work for 2 solid years, full time. You can work full time for 2 years to support yourself. This is amazing and very incredible that as a student from Ghana, you graduate from UK university and you are allowed to stay in UK. If you did your degree or master's or a top up in UK, you are allowed to stay there and work full time for 2 years. And I can assure you, this is what I did. I worked full time in UK for that, made money, came back to Ghana to set up my business. And today I am a CEO of a company. So my dear friend, if you are going to study in UK and you graduate, you are going to work full time for 2 years. And I was working as a science teacher in a public secondary school in UK on a full time. I made a lot of money and I came back to Ghana to set up a business. You can do the same. So for example, you have graduated from secondary school or university. Once you graduate from your master's degree in UK for either 1 year or 2 year course, you are allowed to stay in UK and work full time for 2 years. If you're going to do a degree or master's, those who are going to do PhD, they are allowed to stay for 3 solid years after their course. Now stay in the UK and work full time to support yourself. Now, those who are married, assuming you are married, once you are studying in the UK, the new law says that your spouse can join you and work full time to support you. Those who are teachers, nurses, doctors, pharmacists, let me tell you, you are studying in the UK as a student. Your wife is allowed to join you and work full time to support you, not part-time. So once you are working in UK, if you are married, your spouse is allowed to join you and work full-time. And I can assure you that joining your husband or your wife to work full-time, most often, the revenue you may even generate is higher, much 100 times better and higher than probably what you earn in Ghana. So this UK program now is actually fantastic and ideal for students who are married. Because if you are studying and you don't want to leave your wife and your children, your wife can come and join you and work full time to support you. Your husband can come and join you and work full time to support you. This is very amazing and very incredible. I have had a student who was a teacher and the wife was a nurse. This gentleman went to the UK to do his master's degree. And once he was studying, his wife got a job as a nurse. And today their life is far, far, far better. Now, if you have children below the age of 18 years, once you are studying, as your wife is allowed or your spouse are allowed to join you, your children below 18 years can also be enrolled in a public funded school. So you do without paying for it. So your children below 18 years are allowed to go to school in UK. So far the school is a registered government institution. That is fantastic and very amazing. Now, before, when you graduate from the UK, you were supposed to leave. But as I study work permit, even though you have to pay for it, now to another person in UK. So let's say if you have studied your master's in UK for 1 year, when you graduate, they give you 2 year post-study work permit. After the 2 year post-study permit has been given to you, you can switch your visa into another kind of visa. The UK government has now also introduced what we call skilled migration visa. The UK government needs skilled people. So if you have a skill that is needed in UK, you can get employment. Through that, you can get your papers or other categories through which you can get your papers. As I'm sharing this information, if you have a question, please, you may bring your question and then I'll continue. So at this stage, before I continue, I want to give you the opportunity to ask questions. If you have any question, please, you may drop your question so that I can also help you I can address it for you. Thank you. If you have a question and you wish to bring it to my attention, please let me know. Question time. Please, if you have a question, you want to send it to me. Those of you on Facebook, watching me on Facebook, if you have any question, you can put it on our platform and I'll respond to it as soon as possible. So if you have any question, you can send it to the message chat box there and I'll respond as soon as possible. If you have any question, please. Please, if you have a question and you want to ask me. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. Now, one good thing, okay, somebody has a question. Let me see if I can address the question. Two people have a question. Okay, I just joined. How much is the tuition fee and is there any scholarship opportunities at this school? Is there any age limit to studying master's program in the UK? There is no age limit. However, we need to consider certain profile information about you. So if you have any particular question when I give you the opportunity, that's from Emmanuel Mensah. Is there any age limit studying master's program in the UK? Rate, there's no age limit. How much will it cost me if I want to do my top up with HND? You need to speak to me and I recommend the best school for you, Emmanuel Mensah. Okay, so let's look at tuition fee payment. What will Astolinks do? I'll answer that question. Now, so let's look at this question. Tuition fee payment. Now, the Ulster University, it's such a great university in the sense that with Ulster University, the initial tuition fee deposit they require from you is £2,000. In Ghana cedis, which is about 16,000 Ghana cedis. This is what you're supposed to pay. And the remaining one is paid by installment. So you have to make arrangement with the university and pay. I want to say that at least if you can pay 50% of your tuition fees, you can go to the UK, work, and pay for the rest. I'm very confident about it. I'm very, very confident about it. If you can pay 50% of your fees, I have no doubt that when you go, you can work and pay the rest. And then, and so that life goes on for you. That's what I can say. About that. So those of you, Mami, if you are, please, how many months does it take to bring along your children and how much does it cost? Now, Mami, if you are going to study master's degree, as soon as you get your visa, your children and your husband can join you. Stephen Menu, please, can I get a scholarship for a PhD program? Stephen, you are my client. You went to Ukraine. I know. Stephen, unfortunately, I cannot guarantee full scholarship for that. Thank you. Prince Bismarck, okay. Those of you who are here watching me and you have questions, please bring your questions on board. Thank you. And what you can do is you can also share the link with us and then we will all appreciate it. Thank you so much. So those of you who are here and you want to, please try as much as possible and let's continue with this. Okay, so you are allowed to pay deposit. So this school, for example, the Ulster University will ask you to pay a deposit of £2,000 and the rest will be paid by installment most often when you arrive in the UK. That is one thing. Once you're able to pay about 50% of your teaching fee, you can work part-time to raise funds to pay for the rest. So those of you who have challenges with raising all the money, I can assure you that if you get a chance to go and you're a hard worker, you are not lazy, you are focused, you're ambitious, you are not selective, I'm confident that you can work to support yourself. I have a master's degree in finance from China. I want to study another master's in it. Is there any possible? Do they embassy deny visa because I already have a master's? Ray, not really. You need to speak to me. Please, can Astolinks assist me in writing GRE? When we finish, Emmanuel, get connected with me. Thank you. Priscilla, you are watching me. Thank you. Thank you. I hope to see you soon. Cheers. So that is basically about this university. You can pay a deposit of £2,000 and they will give you your cards. You can apply for your visa. And then when you arrive in UK, you pay the rest in installment. That is about the Ulster University. Also, Ulster is located in Northern Ireland in Belfast. Um, they also have campus in Birmingham and London. The good thing is that if you study in Northern Ireland, the cost of living is very cheap and very low. Meanwhile, you can get a lot of job opportunity to support yourself so that you can live a great and a victorious life. Okay, so that is it. Let's look at those of you who have questions. I want to address it before I move on. Thank you. Okay, so a question from Benjamin. Everyone, if your spouse joins you on the dependent visa, can she also apply to study at the university? Yes, she can also apply to study at the university. My wife has a degree in nursing, and I'm planning to apply for 2022 September intake. And I want to know if my partner can also study with me. Honestly, the advice I'll give to you is that if you are the one going to study, let your wife work full time to support you. And then when you are done, your wife can also go to school and you two can depend on her. I don't see why the two of you should study at the same time and be spending money when one can work full time to support you. Anyway, that is my opinion and my professional advice to you. If you think the two of you studying at the same time is okay, I have no challenge with it. Please, can you and your spouse live the same time to UK for his studies? Yes. Yes, Mami Abena Sewa. Yes. Okay, any other question for me? If there's any other question for me. If my background is in construction technique, what program will I qualify for? Project management, civil engineering, building technology. Will you give a discount to book an appointment with you today? Now, why not? Mami Efia free. Please, how much is the initial deposit before tuition? Mami Efia, it is £2,000. Please, how many months does it take to bring along your children and how much does it cost? Mami Efia, as soon as you get your visa, you can go with them and you can even travel with them at the same time, provided you have the needed facilities for it. Thank you, all those watching me online and sharing the program. I really appreciate it. Thank you for those who are asking questions. Okay, so that is beautiful about, because a lot of universities, I know the problem we have is that not everybody will be able to pay all the tuition fee at a go. But the beauty about Ulster University is that, one, they have fantastic payment plan. Number two, their deposit is as low as £2,000 and it's one of the highly trusted universities. They have programs in all fields. If you're engineering, health, science, arts, business, IT, computing, and the rest, whatever field you're interested to study, I'm happy to tell you that we can get it from this university for you. Yeah. You can get it from this university for, so you can choose to study your degree or your master's degree in the Ulster University. So please, how much is the total fee for master's program? Honestly, the total fee after scholarship is about £12,000. However, there are other scholarships you can also apply, which I'll talk about. Thank you. Somebody asked a question, why must we consider, what will Astolinks do? You see, the work of Astolinks is such that as an educated or professional counselor, when I meet you, I do not want you to just jump into conclusion to say you want to study in school A or school B. But the truth of the matter is that you need a good counselor who can look at your profile. So when I look at you, I'm going to ask you your age, your qualification, your work experience, your marital status. Do you have children? Your financial circumstances. I'm going to ask you all this because sometimes what you think is good for you may not be good for you. Even the course that you are choosing to study may not be the right course for you. And therefore, you make a mistake and your visa will be refused. Even if you can get the visa, when you get to the country, you will struggle. So you need a good counselor who can look at your profile and let you know the right school, the right course, the right time to apply, and the like. That is a good counselor. A good counselor is the right person who can advise you on right documentation. Because if you do not fall within right people and you provide any fraudulent information, so if you're applying for admission or visa and you provide fraudulent information, fraudulent bank statement, fraudulent educational certificate, transcript, and the rest, and you are found, I am afraid to tell you, your visa will be refused and you'll be banned for 10 years and you cannot go to the UK again. And this is going to be a bad for you. So please, you need a good counselor who understands the professional ethics of the work and the professional knowledge of the work. So listen to me, my dear friends. Do not just apply to a school because you found it there. Do know the structure of the course, the models of the course content, the course objective. When you graduate, what are your expectations? A lot of people don't know. They just apply to a school. By the time they realize, for example, if you are somebody who is going to do payment plan, you can pay all your fees. Even if they give you three payment plan, you can't. And you choose some school. The moment you get admission, you arrive, the school asks you to pay the fees. Once you cannot pay the fees, they will send you to home affairs to cancel your visa. So it is important that once you are choosing a school, you are very mindful. You don't just choose a school, you are very mindful. You consider a lot of factors before you say, oh, I want to go to school A or I want to go to school B. And a good counselor will look at your profile and advise you on the right school, the right course, the right time to apply, and share all this secret information with you so that you know that you are doing the right thing. Other than that, I have seen students who have applied to schools, gotten admission and visas, and they could not go to school and their visas were curtailed. To curtail means to stop or cancel your visa. And that is why we need a good counselor, and a lot of people don't value it. Oh, I'm going to Canada, I'm going to UK, I'm going to Australia, I've gotten admission, I've gotten my visa. The truth of the matter is that you may not survive because you were not advised professionally. Thank you very much. Abena Sewa, you want to ask me a question, you can send it to my message box. Thank you. So that is the work of educational counselor. That's what I do. I counsel you. Now I want to talk about pitfalls to avoid. Please, if you are going to apply for admission and visa, particularly visa, please be very careful. One, providing misleading information. Some of you have been refused a visa to country A or country B. But when you're going to apply for visa, because they didn't stamp your passport, you don't disclose it. I want you to know that you must disclose all your previous travel and your immigration history. Other than that, when they discover or they find out that you have had such information without informing them, I'm sorry, even if the visa has been given to you, they will curtail the visa and they will ask you to leave the country. So I am encouraging you, brothers, that deal with good agents and right agents who understand, they know their left and right, not just doing admission for you, but getting admission just 1/3 of it or 1/4 of it. Getting counseling before you even start is what really matters so far as education abroad is concerned. So I'm going to look at your profile and tell you that this school is not good for you. This course is not good for you. But if you choose to study school A or school B, they are flexible in terms of payment of fees. This course that they pursue is professional accredited. Even if you graduate from UK and you don't stay there and you come back to Ghana, your qualification is still going to have a strong presence in Ghana, and that will give you a competitive advantage. So this is the work of a good counselor who can connect you, who can empower you, who can show you, who can actually help you to achieve your future career and your educational goals. So that is the work as a counselor. Okay, so let's look at requirement for admission. What's the requirement for admission? Educational certificates. Somebody asked me a question. Can I apply the visa from Ghana and travel to China after the visa application and get visa stamp from China instead of going? So if you live in China and you have resident permit, you can apply your visa from China. I can do it from here, but I'll make the application from China for you. That is it. But you can't apply here, and you can also apply, get your admission, and go and process your visa in China. Depends. Yes, thank you. So that is it. Abena, you want to book an appointment with me, I'll let you know. What's the deadline for September admission? The deadline for September admission is ending of this month. So I encourage you to apply as early as possible, especially those who may look for tuition discount. Does the university you are admitted to matter in getting visa? Yes. There are some universities that even if you apply, you don't pay your visa, they don't interview you. They don't interview. If they will interview, it means that you have a profile, you have a weak profile. Can I apply the visa from Ghana? Okay, I think I've answered this question. I want to Nana Kwesi Edua, you are in Canada. Akwesi, thank you so much. I'm also on Zoom. If you look at my status, you see me there. You can join me on Zoom. Nana Kwesi Edua. Osetutu Gideon is in Ghana. I don't know if you can connect him to join me online. Thank you very much. Osetutu is in UK. His wife is there, so if he can join me online, that'll be fantastic. Osetutu Gideon Osetutu is in Ghana. Thank you. Yes. So if you have any question, please bring it before I move on to my next slide, and then we share. I want this to be more practical. Yeah. Thank you. If you are here and you have a question, please join me now. Join me, bring your questions. Thank you. Those who have sent me questions. Yeah. Can I apply the visa? Okay, let's look at Facebook and then let's go. Okay, so requirement for admission. So you need your educational certificate. So if you have, look, if you had education degree certificate, degree transcript. Now, most of the UK university will give admission up to second class lower. But if you had third class, there are schools we can help you to get admission. Most of the UK universities will give you admission for masters if you are second class lower. But there are about 4 or 5 schools that will consider you to get masters if you had third class. However, if you had passed, what we have for you is that you can do a pre-masters for 6 months, and then the masters will continue, whether it's 1 year more or 2 years, depending on the course. But it is going to be an embedded course, so, or a package course. So you are not going to be giving visa only for pre-masters, but the visa will be for the entire program. Thank you. You need your high school certificate. The UK government require English proficiency. So if you are in Ghana or you are from Ghana and then you had C6 in your WASI results, C6 in WASI English, you don't need any English proficiency. If you had C6, if you're going to do masters in UK and you had C6 in your WASI or a D in SSCE, you need it. However, there are some schools that may even require English proficiency letter. So for example, if you had Computer University, Polytechnic, and then you get English proficiency letter from your institution to show that English was the medium of instruction, some of the schools will also appreciate it. You need your passport and a passport photo, and then your CV, your resume. Please, your resume should not be more than 2 pages, and it should capture your most important employment and education history. You should have an objective, and on your CV, you must put the date you started and the date you end. So maybe September 2002, I went to secondary school at Confanoche, blah, 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 blah. Then I graduated in this September 2004. That's how we want it to be there. Then our office or our staff will help you to write a good statement of purpose, which will let the university know that you understand the course and why you want to study in UK. Thank you very much. I want to say that by the grace of God, Astolinks have very good counselors who can advise you and show you the right thing to do. And at the end of the day, I have no doubt that you'll be successful. If you have, can you assist someone who has an unconditional offer to study at the University of Teesside? Yes, Phinehas Akrufu. Phinehas, I think you have already been our client. Your name sounds familiar. Astolinks is the biggest agent for Teesside University with over 60 students currently studying at Middlesbrough, Teesside University. So Phinehas, I think I have seen your name on our system, even though I don't know you. Phinehas, please, you may contact me. My name is Richard, I'm CEO of Astolinks, and I'll be happy to support you. Thank you. Ray, if you have a master's certificate already, do you have to attach the certificate for the master's program application? Do I have to write a statement of purpose, or you are going to write it? Now, your master's certificate depends. Sometimes we can add it. Sometimes we may not have to add it. So it depends on your situation and the course. So we need to meet you one-on-one and address it. The statement of purpose, we will give you a guide to go about it, and we will assign you to a counselor. So what will happen is that anytime you write a statement of purpose, a counselor will look into it and advise you if it is standard. Adwa said, can you help in passport acquisition and how soon? Unfortunately, Adwa, I cannot help in passport acquisition, but then I can recommend somebody who can help you to it. Before I finish, I'll connect you and then I'll take it from there. So these are the requirements for admission to do either undergraduate program or postgraduate program. Scholarship. I want to say that the UK is a destination that gives scholarship than any other country. So one, we have the UK Commonwealth. We have the Commonwealth Scholarship, which is applicable to all of us, depending on what you're going to study and the institution every year. We have the Chevening Scholarship, which is also a fantastic scholarship. Now, all the UK universities have introduced something we call Vice Chancellor Scholarship, which is up to 50% of the tuition fees for first year. So take advantage, especially those of you who have very good grade. You had first class, second class upper. Normally, you have a very strong chance of getting some of this, but you need to get admission on time and apply it on time. Then we have the general academic and sports scholarship. Some of the schools, the moment you apply for admission, they give you some percentage scholarship as an international student. If you're a sports person too, there is something for you. Then most of the schools also have what we call tuition discount. You can also consider it, especially when we have come for weekends like this. There are a lot of opportunities. Ivan Latte, please, may I get to have an appointment with you? I have received offers, but would like to know more in terms of studying there with that issue. Thank you, Ivan. I'll let you know how to have an appointment with me. Thank you. So these are scholarship opportunities, but you must apply, get your admission before you can apply for the scholarship. Thank you. And normally, as I said, all the universities will give you a discount. So whether you are going to do pre-masters, masters, PhD, most of the universities will give you a discount. But to get scholarship depends on other factors, maybe your general GPA and other factors. How good your statement of purpose and the course you're even going to study. Thank you. Post-study work permit. Now, I'm happy to announce one more time that the UK government has introduced a post-study work permit. So all international students who are going to study in UK now, when you graduate from the UK public university or private university, that is licenses, when you graduate, you are allowed to stay in UK for 2 years. If your course is a degree or master, and if your course is a PhD, you are allowed to stay there for 3 years. And as I said, your wife and your children can join you and work full-time to support you. This is what I did, and this is what made me who I am today. I also studied there and got a post-study work permit, and I work as a science teacher in a public secondary school in London, and then came back to Ghana to set up a business, and that is the outcome of my life. And I want to recommend it to you. Don't waste your time. If there's an opportunity for you to invest and go to the UK to study, knowing very well that when you graduate, there's an opportunity for you to stay there and work, I recommend this to you. Now, if you have a diploma in nursing or midwifery, those of you who have diploma in nursing or midwifery, or you are teachers, you have a 3-year diploma in education. Now, if you have a 3-year diploma in education, we may be able to get you admission to do 1 or 2 years. So those of you who have diploma in nursing, midwifery, and nursing, you can do either 1 year to get UK degree, 2 years, or maximum 3 years to get you, depending on the school and the course. But I want to say that those who are going to do nursing, those of you who have nursing diploma, there are schools in UK you can do just 1 year and get your bachelor's degree fully accredited by the UK government. And from there, you continue to do your master's degree. The same thing applies to midwiferys, the same thing, and then teachers. So if you're a teacher and you want to study in UK, you have a 3-year diploma from Ghana. You can study either 1 or 2 years in UK and also get your degree. iPhone, say, can I work with pre-masters or I can apply for post-study work permit with pre-masters? I'm happy to tell you that if you have you are going to do pre-masters with any university, yes, you can still work part-time. Ulster fee for nursing top-up is about £12,000. English proficiency. Do you require English proficiency? I know it's a burden to so many people. However, generally, one will require English proficiency to study in UK unless they are from majority English-speaking nation. However, students from Ghana who had a minimum of C6 and D in their YCSSC will be waived without providing external English proficiency, respectively. As soon as schools have their own, also some schools have their own internal English language assessment to ascertain the level of applicants' English. Undergraduate students who are going to do foundation at private college without a package will have to provide UK via types of alert with an overall band of 5.1, no band less than. So I want to say that there are some schools, a level of courses, if you're going to study, like if you're SHS graduate and you're going to do foundation, before you continue to do your master's, you may be asked to provide the UKVI IELTS. Other than that, we don't require IELTS for most UK universities, except for courses like nursing, social work, and disability studies. Application for the visa. To apply, you must first speak to a counselor at Astolinks to understand your purpose to study in UK, the course you wish to study, the school you have in mind. The counselor will advise you on the full process, cost of tuition, visa fee, accommodation, by other relevant information about this. Submit required document, fill the application form, and sign agreement with the right application fee payment. The counselor will submit your application to the education provider and advise you with the next step. Now, after admission is granted, you'll be asked to accept the offer, pay deposit, and proceed to visa process. After visa, counselor will arrange pre-departure orientation, and then we take it from there. I think at this stage, I want to give you the opportunity to speak to me, opportunity to book appointment with me. Application for Tier 4 visa, meet the financial requirements. So if you're going to apply for UK student visa, you need to show that you have money to pay for your tuition fees and living expenses left. And these are standard that, by the grace of God, Astolinks clients do not struggle to go through this. I'm very confident you'll not struggle and you find it comfortable with this. The previous student did fantastic well. So HND graduate in business, IT, engineering, hospitality, and other courses are also eligible for 1 year top-up degree to secure a UK degree. So if you did HND in accounting, in IT business, you can also study in UK and then do a top-up and get yourself through. As I said, applicants who are tech class will get opportunity to study in some schools to study a master's ahead. When is the major intake for Ulster University? The major intake for Ulster University are September and January. And currently we are doing for those who want to go January because, as I said, the tuition deposit is just £2,000. All right. What about if you had third class or a pass? I'm happy to say that if you had a pass, we have opportunity for you to do a pre-master's, and from there you can continue to do your master's degree. A question for me. How much do you pay for 2 to 3 year post-study work permit? Can someone with diploma in midwifery pursue a top-up program in UK to get a degree in midwifery? Yes, but very limited. Thank you. The UK is no more practicing priority visa again. Sorry, Philip. I'm not that. Philip, are you our client in UK? Let me know. Okay, so now those of you who want to book appointment with me, as I said, this is what I do. Before I end, I want to say this. Astolinks is a registered consultancy fee, and our basic job is to do student recruitment We recruit students to universities around the world. Now, our service fee is $500. But if you choose, you are interested to meet me, I'm giving to stay appointment. If you book appointment with me, 200 Ghana cedis now, I'm giving only to 5 people, only 5. Now, the first 5 people will get opportunity for us to process the application for admission and visa. You only pay $100. And the 200 Ghana cedis you are paying is part of it. The $100 is 580 cedis. If you pay the 200 Ghana cedis now, you have already paid part of your application process fee. So when you come to me, you only add 380 Ghana cedis to it. And that is it. You won't pay any money again. Your every paperwork, every counsel, every information is there. Now, so I'm giving 400 discount to anyone who register with 200 cedis by sending to 050 to speak to me. You may book appointment to speak to me now. Thank you. So if you want to book an appointment with me, and as I shared with you, the Momo is there. Please book appointment with me now, and let's take it from there. So if you book appointment, what I'm going to do is to spend quality time to share with you Education UK. I'm going to discuss the course you should choose, the school you should choose. It could even be that Ulster may not be the right school for you. So please make sure you book appointment right now and let me know. If you book appointment by sending your money, please let me know. You can send me a message right now, only for the first 5 people. If you come to my office, my service fee is $500 to provide you the same similar information. Thank you. So my job as a counselor is to advise you on the course selection, advise you on the school collection. Some of you, based on your age, certain courses may not be good for you. Based on your profile, certain courses may not be good for you. How do you know? You need to speak to the expert. Thank you. Okay, Abna Sewa, babe.
Hello, sir.
Okay, Abna Sewa, thank you for sending your money through. Thank you. Just send my money. Please confirm payment. Philemon, you're online. Please, can you confirm payment from Mavis for me? Thank you. Abna, thank you for booking appointment. So if you're here and you want to book appointment, I've already given you the details. Thank you. Is there any age limit to study a master's program in UK? Ray, there is no age limit, but there are courses that are peculiar to some age. So you need, when you book appointment, I'll let you know. Thank you. Yeah, you book appointment, I'll let you know. Thank you. Okay, I've now confirmed to you. Okay. Okay, maybe it's yours and everyone. Yes, receive Abinet's payment. Thank you. Okay, how much do you pay for the 2 to 3 year post-study permit? You have to pay for insurance and visa fee. I mean, when you book appointment, I'll let you know all this, which is not, and it could change. The visa fee for the 2 to 3 year post-study permit will be known, not now, not now. Yes, so if you have a question, please bring it now. I have somebody who is going to talk to us right now, who is a student in UK, and with his wife, he was a teacher. Yes. So join us. Don't go away. He's going to testify and share with you. So if you have any question, please, you may bring your question. You want to meet me to talk to you. You want to know about education in UK. You want to know the right school to choose, the right course to choose. Can someone with diploma in midwifery pursue a top-up program in UK to get a degree in midwifery? Yes, but as I said, it's very limited. It's very,
Hello,
very
sir.
limited. It's very limited. So normally, most of them go and do nursing. Thank you. Thank you. They go and do. So if you have a midwifery, Noah Bukari, thank you. We have received your payment. So if you have a degree, diploma in midwifery, for example, we can ask you to go and do nursing. As getting the nursing has more opportunity, and its rate at which people get looking for nurses are higher than midwifery. Thank you so much. So if you're here and you want to book an appointment with me one-on-one and then engage me, as I said, do not just apply to a school. A lot of people apply to school. Look, some people, I remember a gentleman applied to a school and the course was about £20,000. He was going there alone. I told him that you can't pay their school fees and you may have a problem in UK. Why? Because you cannot work within 1 year and pay £20,000 school fees and support your accommodation. You will not be a survivor. You will struggle. Even if you can, what will happen is that you may not get a good grade, which at the end of the day will still affect you. You don't come to Astolinks for us to advise you wrongly. You have to advise you to do the right thing. Is there age limit? Okay, another question. Okay, if you have any question, please, you may bring it. Mr. Setutu, if you're here, let me know you are on board. Mr. Setutu, if you're here, let me know if you're here. Mr. Setutu, are you here? Mr. Gideon Setutu, are you here? If you're here, can you send me a message? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So if you have book appointment with me, let me know right now. Yes, so that is the work of a good counselor. A lot of people just choose a school, and a lot of people choose a course. Even now, the UK government has introduced what we call the skilled occupation and skilled migration courses. Which course do you know that if you study will help you a lot? Okay, Mr. Setutu, what name are you using there? So I will know and make you a co-host so that you can talk. I want to know the name you are using, Mr. Setutu. If I know the name, then I'll make you, okay, Gideon, I've seen you. So I want you to talk, make co-host. Okay, so Mr. Setutu is one of our students who went to the UK in 2019, I'm sure. So Mr. Setutu, you are here. There are few students here who want to come and study in UK. You were a teacher in Ghana. I want you to introduce yourself. Are you there? Hello, Mr. Setutu.
Yeah, hello, Rich, I'm here.
Is it possible to let them see you, because seeing is believing? They want to know you're in UK.
Okay.
Is it possible? Okay.
I've turned on my video.
Okay, so this is Mr. Setutu. A lot of people, they want to come and study in the UK, but sometimes, especially those who have spouse, they have wife and children, they want to know, what is it? Is it comfortable? Can they study in the UK and bring their wife and their children? How easily? How is it possible? What are the process? What is your personal experience? I know you just came to Ghana. I didn't know you have gone to UK back. So
yeah, I just came back last Thursday.
Fantastic. So you can Ebenezer, actually, please put off your camera. Put off your camera. I don't want to see you.
So good evening to you guys.
Yes, everybody.
My name is Oti or Gideon Oseitutu. I was a teacher in Ghana, as you rightly said, plus a couple of other things I was doing privately for myself. I decided to take the opportunity to come to the UK to study for my master's degree. Actually, the reason why I took this step was the fact that I could bring my family along. That was the motivating factor, because I didn't want to leave my family behind. So I came to Rich and he told me about this opportunity and I grabbed it. To be honest, it's a decision I'm very proud of. I've not regretted, because if I compare my life to how I used to be in Ghana and now, I would say that life has improved tremendously. Things that I was looking forward to achieve, I think I've not achieved them yet, but I think that life is on the right path now. And if things continue to go this way, it will be very progressive for me and I'll be able to achieve what I've set for myself. If you come to UK to study, your family joining you, that's your wife and your children coming in, is very easy. And if I say very easy, you just need to take a letter from your student portal to invite your wife and your child, and they will not even go through any interview like you, the student, did, because it's part of their policy that families cannot be separated from each other for more than 6 months. So if your course is more than 6 months, then automatically your wife and your child have the right to join you without going through any questioning or any interview. And they just allow them to come. And when they come, they have unlimited hours your wife has unlimited hours to work to support you. And together, I think if you are together as a family, you'll be able to do a lot of things that you'll not be able to do back home. So personally, I think it's a very good decision I took, and I'm very happy about it. And I don't think I've regretted it. So if there's any question anybody want to ask me personally.
Yes, Mr. Setutu is on the line now. If you have a question you want him to, he's there, he's here. So if you have any questions specifically you want him to address, can you please bring your questions out? Use the chat box. Thank you. Maybe you have a unique question you want him to address. Can you please bring your questions now? So okay. Somebody's asking, did he travel to UK together with his wife? So to answer that question.
No, I didn't travel to UK with my wife. Honestly, when I was coming, my wife was pregnant, so I thought I'll wait for her to deliver and not come together. But when I came, I changed my mind and decided to let her join me immediately. So when I came, it was after a month or two, my wife was ready to join me. But unfortunately, Nana closed the borders and she couldn't come at that time to deliver here. So she delivered in Ghana. So when I came, it didn't take more than 2 months for her to get a visa to join me here.
Thank you. So the whole thing is that he went to UK, and now you can apply for the visa. After you get your visa, your wife can join you or your spouse can join you. That's the reason why, one of the reasons why I personally do not want you and your spouse to apply together is that if you apply together, we can interview the two of you. So normally I want to avoid that. I only allow the principal applicant, you the student, to apply first. And when you get your visa, automatically your wife is also going to get his visa or your spouse will get their visa. Then once you get your visa, then you allow your dependents also to apply. So that has been the norm. And we've been very successful. We have never had any visa refusal for any dependent. Thank you. So far as you meet the requirement, fantastic. Any other question? If you have any other question, please. He is here. He is doing his master's degree from Teesside University. So those of you who are here and you want to ask specific questions, please, like you want your wife, how is accommodation? So how is life? I mean, how are you coping? You have a daughter as well. So how is your daughter in terms of you are schooling, you're working at the same time, your wife is there, and you have a daughter. How are you coping, managing your daughter, your wife, and life in UK? Yes.
Yeah, I think the UK has their policy that students who are studying can take their children to school and you don't pay anything. So my daughter, she's 3 years, she'll be 4 years next month. And the moment we came, they asked us to look for a school that is very closer to us. So she has started school already. My wife has started working. She's even today, she's not in the house, she has gone to work. And even me as a student, I get opportunity to work as well. And during vacation, I can work more hours. That's unlimited hours. So together, I think it's better. It's better. If you're married, I would advise you to come together with your family, because when you are together and you are working things out, it's faster than when you're alone and you want to carry all the burden on by yourself. It's difficult.
Okay, guys, do you have any question? If you have any question, he's here. Yes. And you can ask him. So let's look at Facebook, and we have some guys on Facebook asking questions. So our guys on Facebook, okay. Mr. Osei, when you went to UK, did you travel alone or you went at the same time? Okay, you have answered that question. That is Brenda from Gabon. Thank you, Brenda. A book, okay. Somebody, Ishmael Dana, is there a way a high school graduate can bypass the preparation course to start a bachelor in engineering? Let me answer this question. If you have graduated from high school and you had A and B grades, even though UK universities do not allow high schools graduate from Ghana direct, if you have A and B grade, you can get a university in UK that can grant you admission straight to your degree. Contact us and we'll let you know. Thank you, Dana. Another question for you, Mr. Setutu. How much rent are you paying per month? That is from Benjamin. What's your rent per month?
Rent around our side here is very, very cheap as compared to other parts of the UK. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment and my rent for the month is £450. And that cannot even get you a 1-room apartment in London. So, so I live in a 3-bedroom apartment with my wife and my daughter, and it's £450 per month.
Thank you. So he's paying £450 with his wife and children. This means that if a student you are going to stay, he can even give you a place to stay. It's possible. Yeah. Now, Phineas is also asking you a question. Please, can I work part-time and pay for accommodation and upkeeping? Is finding part-time jobs for students at Teesside easy? Phineas is asking this question.
Yes, for our side, it's easy to find jobs here. I have not seen any of the students who have come here, none that I know of, who have taken more than a month before he started working. When you come and we see you, we all talk to ourselves. We're like a family here. We have a student page that we discuss issues. So if we get to know you, we take you through the process, you get your NI and everything. So the whole process can take about a month and you can begin to start work. So it's not difficult. I don't know of other places, but for here, it's not as difficult. It's not as difficult at all because the other students here to guide you. So you go through the process.
Somebody's asking, let me answer. Mami FFA. Thank you. Please, I want to know how much you are supposed to have in your bank account for bank statement. Mami FFA, that one depends on the school. So the tuition fee left and the living expenses left. When we meet you one-on-one, we will advise you on this. Okay, if you have any question, the cost of accommodation is quite affordable. Brendan Bungo, yes, thank you. Mr. Osetutu is outside London. Thank you, Brenda. You are all the way from Gabon. You are my client. I look forward to get you connected soon. Clement Champo, please. I am a Clement. I have masters. Can Astolinks aid me get admission to university in Canada to do a PhD? We are not talking about Canada. Let's focus on UK at the moment. Thank you. So as I said, UK has become very sweet now. All of that. That is the opportunity I also got. It's way back more than 12 years ago. I had a chance to study in the UK and came back. I work as a science teacher in London and came back. So as Mr. Setutu is a student at the moment, the good news is that when he graduates with his program, he will be given a 2-year post-study work permit. His wife will also be given 2-year visa, and his daughter will also be given the same visa. They can stay there legitimately for 2 years and work. And I said, the UK government has introduced new immigration policies, which he can even switch his student visa into. One is called the skilled migration visa. We have the innovators visa, representative visa, and entrepreneurship visa. All these are visas he can switch his visa. So UK has become very sweet now, provided you know what to do and the right thing to do. That is very fantastic and very amazing. So if you want to know the right school to choose, the right course to choose, the right place to be, and all that, so you do not struggle. Mr. Zetutu, I want to ask you a question. So I know some of you were teachers in Ghana, you had money to pay the initial deposit. The rest of the fees, how were you able to pay the rest of the school fees in the UK?
The rest of the fees, the school gives you a payment plan. They have an installment plan that you enter into agreement with the school. So for the first year, it's very easy because you've already paid an initial amount of the school. Me, for instance, when I came, in a month, the money, the fees I was paying was not up to £150 because I had already paid £4,500 when I was in Ghana. So the remaining was not something so huge. So I was not paid to £150 based on the installment plan that I entered with the school. So it depends on how much you pay when you're in Ghana and the plan that you choose. You can choose even a 3 months plan, you can choose 7 months plan. So it depends on your strength and how you think things are going to be. So after the year, then you have to pay the remaining part, that one too, in installments. So you enter into agreement, you know your strength as a student. I've lived here for over a year, so I know how much I can pay for fees for a month. So I tell the school and they agree with me. But before my course end, I'm supposed to have completed my fees. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. All right, so that's it. That's fantastic. That's the practical question. Practical question. So your wife is working full time to support you. Is that correct?
Yes, please.
So would you recommend this to your family members in Ghana or a friend who is currently studying in Ghana? Would you add to UK?
I've already recommended to more than 10 people who have already come. Currently, most of my friends are here now because I've seen it and I'm not selfish about it. I think that if you're a young person, you want to do something for yourself. I always tell some of my friends that it's not even mostly about the school too much because there are opportunities here than back home. If it's just for the masters, I think we can get masters to do back home, University of Ghana, AK University. But if you come to study here, there are other opportunities that you get that you cannot get in Ghana.
Let me ask this practical question. So you were a teacher, a licensed teacher, teaching in a secondary school or under Ghana Education Service. Then you left all the way to UK to study. I want to find out. Do you think stopping your work, traveling to UK with your wife and your children is a good investment, and why?
Yeah, I think that it's a very good investment. It depends on what everybody wants to do in life. I have my goals that I want to achieve in life. And at the point in my life, I thought that I was done with GS. I've spent more than 12 to 13 years with Ghana Education Service. And so I think I've paid my dues there. I needed to move on. And so I wanted to get a foreign degree and also look at opportunities outside. And even the few months that I've spent here, I think that life is better for me than all the years that I've spent in Ghana. So it's good. It's good. I've not regretted.
You want to say that you're less than 2 years that you have stayed in UK, you feel it is better than the 13 years you work as a teacher in Ghana?
Yeah, cumulatively, I cannot compare, but with what I'm seeing and the plans that I have and the opportunities that I'm seeing, I think that you cannot compare what I'm about to experience and even what I'm experiencing now to what I experienced in Ghana. No, you can't do that comparison.
Fantastic. So therefore, if you are family members in Ghana, friends, I know Enyimi and the rest, you are all teachers in Ghana, you are looking forward for this opportunity. You may want to go. Okay, thank you. So Mr. 33 is here. If you have any question, please bring your question. Before I end this Zoom meeting in 5 minutes, I want to say that, as I said, it is about knowing the right school to go, the right school to choose. It helps you to know what to say and what not to say. Based on your age and your profile, we need to match you to a particular institution and the rest. That's what we do here at Astolinks. And also, how many students are in Teesside University that Astolinks have sent them? Can you count? Do you have an idea?
I don't have an idea, but what I know is that for September 2019 and January 2020, we were about, I think, 45 or 48, yeah, for Teesside.
I want to say that Astolinks have more than 80 students in TSA University.
Yeah, but I'm talking of Timber.
Yes.
Yeah, January 20,
Yes.
we're about 45.
January 2021 and September 2020, we brought 45 students from Ghana to TSA University alone.
Okay.
45 students. So the Ghanaian community is actually growing and it's growing and it's growing. And it's not only TSA University. We have some in Ulster University. We've got some in Sunderland, Northumbria, Liverpool, Lancaster, and all the universities that we Swansea and De Montfort, Winchester, and a couple of schools that we represent in Ghana, Aston University and the rest. So please, if you are here and you're interested also to go to the UK. So Oti, a lot of people, one of the challenges I've seen people is that people, I want to say that what compelled you? You see, is it a flexible thing? Because I know that to take a decision to go through this process is not easy. It's not something you can just go. You need to take risks. You need to say, look, I am sacrificing for my future. How do you think about this? Because gathering money, pushing yourself, and all this. How do you see it?
Yeah, that's what I said initially. That it gets to a time in your life that you want to do something different, and you have plans and projections for yourself, and you know that what you are currently doing cannot take you to where you want to get to. So you want to do something different. And my advice to everybody who has a degree is that it's not worth it to pay money to somebody to get to 6 months or 3 months, which will cost you about 300 million degree. I wouldn't even have my peace of mind. So it depends on what you want to do or what plans.
So this is what I keep telling people. See, I don't understand why an educated young lady or gentleman, you have a degree and you go and pay your $5,000, $10,000 to people that you want to go to America and UK. And even if the visa is successful, they only give you a visitor's visa. Now, UK visitor's visa is normally 6 months. When you are given even these 6 months, when you go and spend more than 1 month, it is an overstay now. And when you get to the UK, you can't work with it. When you overstay, it means that there's no way you can use your own name to work. And you go through a lot of mess. So we are telling you that as educated as you are, the best means to travel is go as a student. When you go as a student, you can work with your own name, your own bank account, your own information. You use it to work. You are not afraid of anything. Like our brother just said, he was able to come to Ghana to see his parents. His wife is in the UK. His children are in the UK. That is it. You can work. His wife is working full time. You have the confidence. The good thing is you can even apply visa from the UK to Canada, Australia, New Zealand, United States, once you are still in the UK because your visa is a resident permit. So please do not pay money to connection people on the street. As an agent, I want to be honest. How much did you pay to my company as a service fee? How much did you pay to my company as a service fee? I think after I gave you a big discount because we came from a long day. But how much did you pay to my company as a service fee?
I don't think I will be able to remember, but I think it was supposed to be like $500.
Yeah, and then you paid.
Yeah, you paid. I think you pay it in bits. So
okay. So today I'm running a promotion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying anybody who is interested, I've given them $400 discount.
Oh,
so anybody who registers with me, I'm giving them $400 discount. They only pay $100 for us to process the application admission. So if you have a friend or family member who hasn't registered yet and he's registering today, if he pay 200 Ghana cedis to us today, he will benefit from our promotion. And the whole process we'll take that. Beside this, I know one of the challenges that students have when it comes to study abroad is bank statement. By the grace of God, Astolinks is able to link with some financial institutions that can help you and give you a loan to get money into your own bank account so you can use it to process your visa, but you pay for interest on it. So if you're here and maybe getting money into your bank account to process the visa is challenging, is a challenge, by the grace of God, Astolinks can liaise with its financial partners, can raise money to support you so that they can get money and use it purposely for bank statement, but you have to pay for it. I cannot go into details. Those of you who have booked appointment with me, I'll share all this practically with you, and then we take it from there. So if you are here and you have not booked appointment yet, and you are interested to book appointment and engage me from tomorrow, please feel free. So Mr. Osetu too is currently pursuing a Master of, I think, Human Resource Management with University in the UK. And so he's currently in Middlesbrough, and in Ghana, he was a teacher in a secondary school. He went to the University of Education, and I know he was the NUC's president for which year? Whenever?
2011 to 2012.
So 2011 to 2012, he was the NUC's president for the University of Education. When I visited him, that was the time I had come from the UK and I visited them there. So please, if you are here, I've made him to speak to you. I think what he has said is more than enough. We need to draw the curtains now. So if you're here and you're interested, we can book an appointment with me. In the first place, Mr. Setutu, I want to say thank you so much for spending quality time to share your experience in UK with some of our friends who are also looking forward to come to the UK. I mean, when some of them are coming, if you don't mind, we'll communicate, especially those who are coming to Middlesbrough. I know a couple of them are coming to Middlesbrough. We don't mind sharing information with them. So thank you very much. My regards to all the Astolinks team, your wife, and everyone. And may God bless you. And we hope that your stay in the UK will be much fruitful to affect other people too. There are more opportunities.
Yeah,
cheers. Cheers. Thank you. So my friends, thank you. Victoria, I really appreciate you. You've always been part of me. Benjamin, David Anyimia, you are here. Abna Sewa, thank you, Abna. And all the people, David Quatin, Ebenezer Ochre, Emmanuel Mensah, Eric Jemfi, you've always been part of my meeting. Eugene, John Baye, Kwekuano Mensah, maybe a staff of Astolinks. Philip, another Dark. Yes, I know you are a client too. Finihas Agufu. Finihas, thank you. And Clement Champon. Thank you all for your time, and all those of you also watching us on Facebook. Continue to join Astolinks. We always bring you the best and ensure that you get the best information. Thank you. God bless you. I look forward. There's one more video probably I want you to enjoy, and then we go home. And this is the video. There's one more video probably I want you to see, and about the investing, which I think you should love.
The Belfast campus is situated in an artistic and cultural centre of the city in the Cathedral Quarter. Although traditionally associated with art, the actual campus spans an increasing and exciting range of subjects, including architecture, hospitality, event management, photography, and screen production. It's here that we have one of the largest higher education bills in Europe. They will transform education in the city, creating a dynamic teaching and learning environment for everyone.
You may also enjoy this music.
So I'm in one of the art studios at the Belfast campus.
I want you to enjoy this music as well, and let's go home. Let's say it's a holiday. Enjoy this gospel. I love it. I love it. Hello, folks. So that's my contact. My name is Richard Obiansumi, CEO of Astolinks. If you wish to contact me some other day, please, this is my numbers, my contact. My office is at 52 Fan of Fan Road, Kokomlemle, near Multimedia. We are in Kumasi and Takrady. We are on social media as Astolinks International, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Please feel free to connect with me any day, anytime, if you want to stay in any part of the world. I'm always available. I have a fantastic team. We'll be honest with you. We'll show you the right pathway that will lead you to success. I want to warn you, do not pay your money to people because they are your friends. You go to church with them. Have an eagle eye. Pay attention to details. Be smart. Don't let people use number 6 to plan figure 9 for you. Be smart. Be intelligent. Don't waste opportunities. Always be smart. And what I want you to do is always prepare yourself before the opportunity comes. I wish you good luck. God bless you. Have a fantastic night. Stay and dream big. I love you.